So again, those are the developments that we are tracking on ground. We're also in fact being joined by Mr. RVS Mani, former Under Secretary MHA. He is with us in the studio, and sir, I'd like to rope you in and also get an understanding from you on the situation that in fact took place 15 hours ago. 26 innocent lives have been claimed. What do you make of this situation? What is necessary at this point of time?
See, basically, let me put it in the right perspective. Was it a repeat of Pulwama type attack? Then the results will be similar to Pulwama. Pakistan better be prepared for that. That is the preamble of what I want to say. But having said that, see the attacks. We have certain very important agency officers with their families holidaying in Pulwama, and a defense officer is going for his honeymoon in Pulwama, recently married, and somebody posts something like that, and immediately this, and it's a very selective killing. These type of things are happening because it is simply not a overground worker of the worker already located in Jammu Kashmir. Somebody has come, because it takes 15 to 18 hours, can easily get into the Pulwama side from the Pakistan border. So, from the LOC. So, is it a design? Are they waiting, or is it some? Because one more important thing I learnt is that somebody in the holidaying team had posted about the holiday. So, let me very clearly tell you, even the best of the agency officers do not ever. They live a very anonymous, absolutely anonymous life. They never, none of their families are, you cannot see the family of a IB chief's photograph anywhere in the world. How did this posting happen? That is a secondary. Of course, social media has become a fad. Having said that, but the reaction was, how could it happen? And number 3 is unfortunate, 26 lives have been called, we have got this. I am expecting घर में घुस के मारना और एंटी पुलवामा टाइप बालाकोट टाइप reaction to it, because this is centered around Pakistan. We have a very strong leadership. They are trying to foster trouble in India, whether it is, for example, the anti-Waqf protest. It is certainly not homegrown. It is not organic. It has a lot of footprints of Pakistani hand provoking the Indian community, or their own, through their own agents, their own deep rooted people, deep states working inside this Indian Muslim community. Similarly, Murshidabad is of course Bangladesh led, but is there any footprint on this? So all this, I am sure one strong statement which the government of India can give back will put to rest not justly avenge this attack. It is possible that as a fallout of that counter strategy, we would be we will be controlling or sending a message to the Murshidabad fellows and the Waqf protesters. Yes, all of them have to be seen in a holistic perspective. That is what I wanted to say.
Absolutely, sir. Now, as the former Under Secretary of the MHA, I'd like to understand from you, the situation on the ground as it has been reported is that there were tourists who were sitting, there was a woman who said that they were sitting and eating bhel puri when a man came out of the bushes briskly, asked them what their religion was, pulled down their pants, murdered the person on the spot. What do you make? Have you ever seen something like this happen in the recent past in India or anywhere else for that matter?
See, it was happening in Hamas on the 7th October, it did happen. That's a different story, it's a different context. But as far as India is concerned, especially, we know that it is the ISI's POK, POK-based, ISI-sponsored terror groups are fostering these type of things, whether they call it whatever name, TRF or Tehreek-e-Kashmir or Lashkar-e-Toiba or Al-Badra or whatever it is. The origin is there, and in fact, we have one of our first secretary in a few years back flagged it in the government, in the United Nations General Assembly also. That is one part of the story. It very obviously, the selective killing very clearly indicates, because certain very deep rooted, very well invested difference, because I do not see any difference between the ISI, the Pakistani army, and the leadership of political leadership of Pakistan. All of them are juxtaposed. It is it's a single unit as such. So here it is very clear. They have very specified, like black storks of the Pakistani, Maroon berets. These are all units which are all tasked. They are specifically trained in picking up entering into Kashmir, entering into Indian territory, carrying out these, and they are highly trained there is nothing counter, terror perpetrators. They are highly trained terror perpetrators. There are other Pakistani units normally also, and they have highly specialized also. The way they entered, the way they asked and identified it, yes, overground workers support would have been there, but one or two people who are coming right into out of the bush and coming out it, there are certain specified ISI or Pakistan Army's units could also been gone into this unattended, because it's very unfortunate that it happened, but they are unnoticed. They have somehow entered, and certainly internally, see, our honorable governor Lieutenant Governor in Jammu and Kashmir has taken a lot of great steps. For example, he is identifying the Masood Azhar appointees in this Jammu and Kashmir government and removing from the service, and they are not agitating against that in the court or anything like that. There are many more overground workers we have who owe to their allegiance to. I am not blaming all the people there, but there are quite a few of them. Few of them may be native Kashmiris, but few of them might have come and forcibly have been rehabilitated here or whatever happened. These things happened long time back. How long, how much they are deep rooted, we do not know. And they continue to support these type of terror groups coming out from across the border, doing an attack here and then going back, whether it is supported by the Maroon berets or Black Rocks or Black Storks or whatever it is.
Right.
There are specific units designed only for this. I wanted to say that.
Absolutely, sir. Requesting you to stay on with us. Breaking news coming in at this point of time, where Haryana Chief Minister Naib Singh Saini has spoken to the family of Vinay Narwal, who lost his life in the Pahalgam terror attack. The Chief Minister shared his grief with the family, stating that Haryana government is with the family in this hour of grief. Again, those developments coming in at this point of time, where of course the Haryana Chief Minister Naib Singh Saini has now spoken to the family members of Vinay Narwal, who has been killed in this dastardly terror attack. Viewers, we also in fact had visuals coming in at previously of protests that are taking place across Jammu and Kashmir, whether we talk about Srinagar or we talk about Jammu in specific. So I'm sitting over here and I'm angry. Those people protesting over there are angry. The family members of the victims are completely destroyed as we speak. What do we do? Maybe dialogue is not the way to go. Maybe there's a requirement for more action. Mr. Mani, I'd like your perspectives on that front.
See, my experience about the period of Aman Ki Asha was whenever there was a dialogue, there was a concurrently the Pakistan will launch an attack. It is certainly not, this is my experience during the period when the Aman Ki Asha was there, but now we have been giving them in their own coin, whatever you call it. Yes, dialogue is not the way out, and no need for that. We have to show them their place. I would say Balakot is the answer. Ghar mein ghus ke marna is the answer. Avenging the Uri, avenging the Pulwama is the answer. Now we need to avenge this, I am sure. And let us be very clear, in both the cases, even at that time, we could carry out our position and stand vindicated, or the entire international community stood by our stand, our position, than what the Pakistan's victimhood was. Here also, now the stature of the Honorable Prime Minister and the Indian diplomacy has raised many more over the last 5 years or 6 years. The entire international community, the diplomatic corps will work hard to get the support and co-opt their own support if India takes any precipitative action against the Pakistan to settle this, to avenge this defeat. I am very sure about it. That's what I wanted to say.
Right, sir, absolutely. And even as we speak at this point of time, we have breaking developments that are coming in on the broadcast, where we are being given to understand that Union Home Minister Amit Shah has arrived